Hello, good morning, good evening, good afternoon, everyone, and welcome back to Let's Talk Arsenal. I'm your host, Dushyant, and you guys can find me on Twitter at dushyant.afc. So, listen, today's agenda is all about the weekend's match, that is Liverpool versus Arsenal. We don't say it's Liverpool away, we say it's Anfield away, a match that has had a worse effect on any Arsenal fan. Like from the previous seasons, if you see, we haven't won at Anfield for quite a while. But today, with me will be joining from Twins Ball Daily will be Ahmad. So together we'll be discussing this match, and we'll discuss the psychology of Anfield, the lineups, what's the key battles in the midfield and the defense, and all that stuff. So I want you guys to do three things right now. First, make sure to like the video, make sure to subscribe to my channel, and make sure to subscribe to Twin Balls Daily. You can go and the link I'll give in the descriptions below, or Ahmed will type it in the comment section as well. But yeah, make sure to give them a subscribe as well. But let's not waste any time and welcome Ahmed to the channel. And it's a big one. It's live Anfield away. The PTSD is already up and running for me as an Arsenal fan. The emotions are at all-time high, and this is a big match. This is a very important match. So give me your, thoughts, and what are you feeling going into this match?
First of all, thank you, Gupta, for having me. Absolute pleasure to be here on your building, on your house. Uh, and before I go into my pre-match vibes, I think first of all, viewers in the chat, get the likes ratio up, share the video link in your social circle, and subscribe to Gupta's channel. A big shout out to him. And also, I have just checked out. He has created a poll in the chat, so get the polling ratio increase as well. So, Gupta, to answer your question, I am not much optimistic. You might be surprised to hear me out, but I think this Arsenal team, their outlook, their mentality, their form, of course, we will discuss in the segments to come, is so much admirable. As much as I hate to say it, and I am gutted that we should be at your position, or at least should be challenging you. And I think I can somewhat analogize it with 2013-2014 season,
Hmm.
when we were hosting you.
Yeah,
Back then, my emotions were like yours. You are
yeah.
so much confident. Back then, we were riding on an amazing journey with Luis Suarez, Steven Gerrard. We used to score freakish goals, and
Yeah.
of course, we hammered you guys by 5 goals to
Mhm.
one. So,
Yeah.
but that time around, I am completely opposite. I am not much looking forward to this contest. As a football fan, for the goals, for the vibes, I am looking forward to.
Yeah.
But being honest as Liverpool fan, I am not feeling that much confident.
Yeah, like as you said, like if we I have some this poster here, you can see the two main players of the teams are like yours will be Mohamed Salah, of course, the man on the right wing with a wicket left foot, the magical left foot, and Gabriel Jesus, who's come back and scored a brace for us in the last match, against Leeds, and he's looking back to his best, and he's been challenged by someone named Leandro Trossard, who has scored three goals with his left foot this season only. Can you imagine how long this season has been? Like, if you go back and ask me if Trossard would be playing for Arsenal this season, I would have said no, that's not happening this season. But crazy how transfer works, and but. Let's talk about the two gentlemen here, Salah and Jesus. And do you think essentially it will be these two who will be making the major difference in this match?
Yeah, I think if Liverpool are to win the match, this very match, Mo Salah has always turned up against the big six teams, Manchester City, Manchester United, you name them. He has punished Arsenal a few times, home and away. Uh, and if we are to win today, I think he needs to score a brace or have a goal contribution in terms of two, because we will need to score at least two goals against this Arsenal side. His link-up play would be so instrumental as well. I think he needs to replicate uh, mm, what he did against Manchester United. He was involved in our second phase of build-up, and of course, he provided finishing touches as well. He was proper menace to Manchester United backline. Coming on to our Chapel Jesus, man, because he has haunted us so many times during Manchester City. Yes, we have been toe to toe with for past 4 or 5 years. He used to score or he used to assist in every freaking games, and especially at their home. Uh, in Arsenal setup, he has not provided same number of output, but man, oh
Hmm.
man, his link-up play, his overall menacing, the aura he has, the mentality, and of course the mentality. I will touch upon another guy in the form of Zinchenko.
Hmm.
That has been the major difference. I always felt in past 4 or 5 years, or even when Wenger used to do a good job, that mentality was missing with you guys. You guys
Hmm.
went on to hit a certain level and then just stayed at it or fell off at it.
Yeah.
But Gabriel Jesus, even in the reverse fixture, he was so instrumental to
I
destroy
think
our.
Zinchenko didn't play in the reverse picture, right? In the whole match.
Yeah, Zinchenko, of course, didn't play. I am
Zinchenko
referring
was
to
injured.
Gabriel Jesus.
Jesus. Yeah, yeah. And
Zinchenko was injured.
there was a
Tomiyasu
moment in the
started. Yeah.
previous match as well where Gabriel Jesus, used his clever mind to win that. I would guess the winning goal, that penalty, which caused a massive stir on the social medias as well, whether it was a penalty, whether it was not a penalty. But in my respect, I am being an Arsenal fan. I am having a biased opinion about that. But like, yeah, it is what it is, and we won that match because like we were the dominant team at the home fixture, right? Like if you see the match statistics and even the XG and all that, I know that like Liverpool in terms of their attack are a force to reckon with, right? With the likes of Jota, Firmino, Salah, Nunes, Gakpo. So the attack is like fulfilled with these attacking players. But where I'm, as you said earlier as well, the midfield and the defense are the areas where this season Liverpool has struggled a bit, and I've been astonished by that because uh, I don't know if you agree with me, but like Klopp's system or tactics are usually work with high pressing game, and he needs legs in his midfield and defense to carry out his aggression, his tactics, his kind of a football, as you say. And whenever I see Liverpool playing, even in the last match against Chelsea, where you had lots of changes right in the squad, so I was looking like and saying, yeah, Klopp is saving his best players for Arsenal because he wants to send out that statement, right? Like if you win against Chelsea, doesn't at this moment it won't send out that same statement as beating you guess league leaders Arsenal right now. Am I right in assuming that?
Sorry, Gupta, I lost your voice in between, but I hope I have guessed your question right in terms of team selection, and you are talking about our midfield conundrum. Uh, I think Virgil van Dijk was injured, so he was dropped for that very purpose, and other players were dropped because of their horrendous form, likes of Trent, likes of you can say Henderson and all those players. Mo Salah has been providing good numbers. He scored against Manchester City, of course, but he was not involved in our link-up play. As much as you want to paint it with Arsenal at the back of our minds, but Jurgen
mm,
Klopp wanted to make the statement because he has not made that sort of a
mm,
ruthless statement to his big stars altogether.
mm.
I think it was good game to pick that sort of statement because Chelsea are not that good as well. And I think the
Yeah.
less we talk about Chelsea versus Liverpool game, because I think
Yeah.
it is one of the most it
Boring
is
games
one
ever.
of the most criminal matches ever under the Jurgen Klopp's tenure.
Yeah. Yeah.
And you know how much bravery for a Jurgen Klopp fan to
Fan.
say out
Yeah.
this thing. And coming on towards our midfield conundrum, yeah, you have exactly figured out our because mm, before our tactics, before Jurgen Klopp's tactics come into play,
Hmm. Hmm.
intensity, desire, and passion
Desire
drives
and
those
passion.
tactics,
Yeah. Yeah.
or at times overdrive those tactics.
Yeah.
But uh, people talk about Fabinho's age. Yes, he's 29. That is not much of an age, but
Yeah.
considering for past 4 or 5 seasons, he has. I was checking out some stat as well for defensive
Hmm.
midfielders. He has third highest mileage in his leg across
Hmm.
top five European leagues. So that much speaks.
Yeah.
Henderson is of course as always energetic. He has technical deficiencies, but one thing you get with him is desire and passion and energy. Of course,
Hmm.
he was involved in pretty much 50 games out of 62 in the last season. Of course, we were
Hmm.
involved in quadruple charge and all those. So, and of course, it all comes down to one another problem, that was how badly we managed our two transfer windows.
Yeah.
How smartly a
Like
team recruited in January,
talking
even
about
if we had
Liverpool's
managed. Yeah, yeah. Good, good.
talking about Liverpool's transfer strategy, like uh, before we started, recruitment, like me and other Arsenal fans were like, Liverpool's transfer strategy has been so spot on, right? It's been one of the best, like before these two transfer windows, right? And it was like
Yeah.
we as Arsenal fans, so when we were like looking to rebuild the team, we were like, we should follow Liverpool's, kind of a strategy because they were picking the right players at the right prices, right? For example, Salah, Mane, and type of a Thiago Alcantara. Even when he came in initially, he was very good, but he's
Yeah.
been now like injured most of the times. But in terms of transfer strategy, I've been surprised because now if you look back, now it looks like Liverpool this upcoming summer needs that more injection into the midfield area, like as soon as possible, because the forward area seems to be settled, but now the midfield and defense area looks quite weak.
Yeah, Gupta, quite right, quite right. And just to hit with a certain fact, since we have won the Premier League in 2019, we have only signed two midfielders. Can you name them?
Yeah,
One is
that
Thiago
that's shocking.
Alcantara,
That,
and second is, you guess what? Arthur Melo, who has not
and I
featured for
think,
us during this
how
season.
many matches has Arthur Mero played actually? Like, can you give me any
Uh,
stats on that?
Yeah, he has only featured in two games, and one
Yeah,
of them,
that's wild.
and in one of them, he got injured. One of
Yeah,
them, he featured in Napoli away. He just
yeah,
managed the last few minutes. We were humbled by Napoli. So
yeah,
these were his two appearances, and in second appearance, he got injured and then went out of the window. So these are our two midfield signings. And one more thing, as much as we need to sign 2 to 3 starting midfielders from combative to technical
yeah,
combination of them. I think Jurgen Klopp needs to evolve his tactical system. He needs to hybrid his model with Pep Guardiola.
yeah,
We can't go gig and pressing 38 games, or if we are involved in Champions League as well, we
50
have
to
to
60
conserve
games,
our
right?
emotion, our intensity. So I think our system needs to evolve. This very season, Jagan Club at times has been using right system with wrong players, or other
Yeah,
times wrong player for right system. So that
yeah.
is my major frustration
Main.
this season. As much as we
So,
have not got our transfers right for past 2 to 3 transfer windows, major frustration with Jagan Club for me is, as I have put out, playing with wrong players for right system, or other times when he has got the right system, he has not got the right tools to execute that system. So
yeah.
that is the major conundrum of our midfield.
Yeah. So now talking to, as you said previously as well, when we started with the initial thoughts, you said you have been very taken aback or surprised, or like how, majorly I am surprised how good or how the difference maker Zinchenko has been for us in that inverted left back role when he comes into the midfield and plays that role for us, right? He has been transformational. Even in the last match against Leeds United, he, guess how many touches he had. Give
Yeah.
me a number and then I'll tell you how many touches he had. You guess me the number and I'll tell you
Ja,
if you're right. So
ja, one thing, yeah, yeah, should I go ahead? I am
yeah,
losing
yeah,
your
yeah. Go ahead,
voice.
go ahead, go ahead,
Is
go ahead.
it my connection?
No, no, I know the answer,
Yeah,
but I
yeah.
want you to take a blind guess at it because
Uh,
he had
uh,
like
can you repeat the
119
question?
touches.
Have you asked any
Like,
specific stat? Then-
yeah, yeah. I was asking like how many touches did you think like Zinchenko had against Leeds in the last match? And it was close to 119 touches, right? And it's like
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
mind-boggling
yeah. I
honestly.
was about to go with 150 mark. Yeah,
No, no, yeah, yeah. So
yeah.
essentially, my question to is the major point of this match, or one of the major points of the match will be Zinchenko versus Salah, right? That will be the major point of this match because Zinchenko comes into the midfield, plays the, empties his hole in the, comes in here, and alongside with Party, he then gets onto the ball and provides that technical security on the ball. And Salah is someone like he doesn't plays in spaces kind of a player. He's not as Salah as he was previously, where he used to stretch the field and play from only wings. Right now he's coming more into the spaces and playing from there because he's a technically very good player, right? And so the major battle, one of the major battles this match for me will be Zinchenko versus Salah, and how Liverpool are going to, go take care of Zinchenko in that midfield area. So, what's your
Yeah,
take on how Liverpool will, deal with Zinchenko, or how Zinchenko battle will go?
yeah. I wanna give flowers to Zinchenko first before I answer your question.
Hmm.
I think Arteta could have signed him a year before, but he picked the cherry
Yeah.
timing because in last season Pep Guardiola tried to be very flexible with him. He taught him so many tactical flexibility. He was used as
Hmm.
right back, he was used as left back, he was used in midfield, he was used in inverted left back role.
Hmm.
So Arteta knew when he had to sign that player, and he picked
Yeah.
the very right timing. Of course, Zinchenko wanted to leave Manchester City. That played into hands.
Yeah.
So Zinchenko is such a good all rounder and such a good team player. Of course, apart from his tactical nous. Uh, Now coming on towards the Mo Salah versus Zinchenko battle, I think what Zinchenko I think Zinchenko just creates a bit of a illusion that I
Yeah.
have created a role for you to drift in that zone, but with the likes of Thomas Partey and Gabriel
Yeah.
Magalhaes in your ranks, the physical presence,
Physical presence.
he always has that assurance on his back of mind that I won't be getting outnumbered or even outrun because Thomas
Yeah.
Partey does all of the legs work. So
Yeah.
I think Harvey Elliott needs to pick up the blind
Yeah.
spots being vacated by Zinchenko. Of
Zinchenko.
course, he would be
Hmm.
coming. He would be like 1-on-1 with Harvey Elliott. Of course, they would be like face to face with each other at times.
Yeah.
So Harvey Elliott, if he again, I will go back to Manchester United games. He was used as
Hmm.
uh, because we use two tens in the likes of Gakpo and Harvey Elliott, and we
Yeah.
use Fabinho and Anderson as two. So it was box
Yeah.
midfield. We will again
Four
try
two
to
two two.
replicate that. I
Right.
am
Right.
just giving use. Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So we will try to use box midfield, and Mo
Hmm.
Salah will try to isolate. Mo Salah is
Isolate.
at
Right.
his prime winger best when he
Yeah.
isolates the defender. And
Isolates.
Zinchenko,
Right.
we know as much as he good he is, he when he's tracking back or like
Defensively
if
is not
a
that good.
winger takes on him, he has
Yeah.
not got that much
Yeah.
leg.
Yeah.
So Mo Salah with his dribbling, with his agility. So I think Harvey Elliott, if he is to be used in number 10 role, which I can see it happening, I think
Hmm.
Harvey Elliott will hold such a key role if we are to destroy. And one more thing on Zinchenko to give flowers again,
Hmm.
because our midfield is where we struggle, not in on going forward, but more
Hmm.
importantly going backward when we are facing attack from opposing teams, or you can say
Hmm.
defensive transitions.
Hmm.
Even in the reverse fixtures, first 20 to 25 minutes, yes, Arsenal scored a goal as well. Arsenal tried overloading our midfield. We then
Yeah.
inverted our wingers
Yeah.
so that they can support our midfielders. And
Hmm.
Tomiyasu was doing that job not effectively, but was doing okay. Zinchenko
Yeah.
would be
Yeah.
an altogether different beat.
Yeah.
He is
Because
he is
if
your
you
first
see,
attacker. Let me put out in that way.
yeah.
Let
Yeah.
me put out in that way. As
Hmm.
much as you rate Martinelli, we will touch upon Saka and all those guys. Let me put
Yeah.
out
Yeah.
in that way. Zinchenko is your first attacker. All those start from him. He is
Hmm.
him.
Yeah, yeah. Talking about Martinelli, I think the second essential
Yeah.
battle on that pitch on the weekend essentially will be Gabriel Martinelli versus Trent Alexander-Arnold. Tell me how scared you are of facing Martinelli. Okay, are you praying? Are you saying prayers right now to say, God to take it easy, or what's going on in your head regarding that battle? Because you know
Ja
how
Gupta,
quickly Klopp praises
go ahead, go ahead.
Martinelli, right? Every time like we play a match, Klopp is like, "Okay, do you want Martinelli?" Like he is essentially a Klopp player, right? Because of his relentless energy, the way he presses, the way he scores goals, and the one-on-one speed and the dribbling that he's got. So he looks to me like a ready-made Klopp player, right? The one, someone like Jurgen Klopp will want in his Liverpool team. So that's what I get whenever he's talking about Martinelli. Do you agree with that? And how do you see the battle panning out between Martinelli and Trent Alexander-Arnold?
Yeah, Jurgen Klopp has given so much praises openly to Martinelli in his press conferences. He doesn't do much about the players of opposing teams in press conferences, and it has not happened for one rare time. It has
Hmm.
happened for four freakish time, and for the
Yeah.
stature of Jurgen Klopp's manager, he is one of an all-time managers. You can say top five, top six manager of all time, and
Hmm.
to do his praises, the praises of Martinelli. So coming on towards Martinelli versus Trent, before that, the most impressive thing with Martinelli is the way he picks the timing of his run. Yes, he has
Hmm.
got the pace, like the change of pace, you can say. At one moment you will see him, at other moment he will be completely vanished and he will be
Yeah.
destroying your box. The the intelligence he has got in his mind that when to make that run, and he makes those blinding runs from left to center or from even from center to left. So coming on towards Trent and Martinelli, the first game you had advantage because
Yeah,
Konate was missing from our
was
side. Konate plays
yeah,
on the side of Trent. Joe Gomez is not that much intelligent defender, right? He will be composed in his own zone,
yeah,
but to
right.
support other players, he could do his own job really good. He is a good
Mm,
defender, but he would do his own good job, right? He won't be supporting right
yeah,
back or even Virgil van Dijk. He would do like he needs to be defined with specific details, not much details, and he has not got that physical stature as well
right,
as compared to Konate. Konate is altogether a different specimen, physical wise,
right.
height wise. So
Yeah, yeah,
with him on the side of Trent Alexander-Arnold, I think it would be more sort of a 50-50 contest. You can say again Martinelli would out
yeah,
dribble him at times. Trent Alexander-Arnold at times might be caught out of position as well because he is a major outlet in terms of our creation. I do give him his leverage because Jurgen Klopp's system is based too much on his creativity. So I gave him leverage whenever he's caught out of possession. Not all the times, but at few and far in between. Coming on towards Martinelli and Konate, I have put a one liner with Konate back, it would be 50-50 contest between Martinelli and Trent
yeah.
Alexander-Arnold. And Trent Alexander-Arnold would enjoy more this time around.
Hmm. So let's see how many times Trent gets spun in this match, or memes are made out of
He
him.
definitely
But
that regularly and
yeah,
failed.
yeah, it's talking about it's Anfield. Let's talk
Yeah,
about the psychology of Anfield and how it has affected Arsenal, because the last time we have won at Anfield away is like, I don't know, I don't even remember the last time we won. I think it was like Kozola and someone else that scored the goals. It was I guess in 2013 or 2012. The season was when we last defeated Liverpool at their home at Anfield away. As I talked even in my intro as well, right? That we don't say it's Liverpool away, we as Arsenal fans. We say it's Anfield away. So talk to me about the psychology of Anfield and why Arsenal has struggled to, break that curse. And can Arteta break the Anfield curse? Is he the one? Will he do this time? Because the last time, Arteta and Klopp got into the argument, and that fired up the team, that fired up the crowd, and ultimately that was one of the naive effects that Arteta did. And I don't know if you saw the documentary. Arteta has said this match is the one that has affected him the most in terms of his psychology. Like, he has
yeah,
bad dreams even before that. Like, this was one of the matches where he felt like a dead body in the midfield, where the attacks were coming and he was feeling like swamped in the mud, like he's stuck in the mud and he can't do anything. So he has bad memories for it, and he tried to be very innovative with it in the training when he brought out the speakers and put on the "You Will
yeah.
Never Walk Alone." That was a quite funny, quite naive thing to do, in my opinion, as well as an Arsenal fan, because he was like pushing his own what he experienced in terms of into the players, right? Because the players were like brand new and they had not experienced the same thing in terms of going to Anfield and having that emotion built up in their mind. So give me your thoughts onto all of this that I have talked about.
Uh, you have put out a good summary. Uh, you don't get much praises from the likes of Jose Mourinho. Even Sir Alex Ferguson, in his prime days, used to be very. He used to play with passive mid block pressing. He won't go toe to toe with us at Anfield. He will respect the crowd, respect the atmosphere, and I will put out again Arsenal side of things. the thing with Arsenal, why they were prime under Arsene Wenger, they were prime when they used to play at Highbury. Small,
Yeah,
sophisticated ground would make the players more nervous because the crowd is at it all the time
all the time.
from
Yeah,
the word go till the last second.
yeah,
And even Arsene Wenger in his post-match, not post-match press conferences, or even after he left his job, he said, shifting from hybrid to Emirates was one of the biggest mistake Arsenal owners made. So it
mm,
speaks highly. Anfield is, you can analogize it with Highbury. Of course, we have been
yeah,
pretty much playing from the beginning of our club. So we
yeah.
have done so many comebacks, and most famous has been Barca 4-0. I
Barcelona.
think
Yeah,
nothing tops of that comeback in recent history at the very minimum. So Pep Guardiola has been caught by Anfield crowd. He would be rattled. He would be signing. He would be putting out two fingers in his hand that he has been
yeah, yeah, yeah,
cheated. Us and Michael Arteta, you have put it out. He used to be beaten comprehensively when he was playing as an Everton player, and
yeah,
he got rattled 5-1. Luis Suarez was boss during that game during 2013,
yeah,
2014. So he has got that PSG. So he tried to like transfer it to his players. I think for me it was good. As much as naive it sounds as an opposing fan, I think he did a good statement. They should not have leaked it out. That made a mockery out of the situation,
yeah,
and all the opposing fans had a chance to jibe out of it. But Liverpool is a emotion driven club, and one thing you can always
yeah,
guarantee with them is, and of course one more thing regarding this fixture, the timing suits us so great. That is about the same timing we played Manchester United, and we delivered 7-0 when Eric Ten Hag was saying it is same field, we have same it would be same ball, it would have same referees. So what is different? And then we smashed them 7-0, and then he was like, this is Anfield. So from Carlo Ancelotti, from Jose Mourinho, Pep Guardiola, they have praised so much. Even your great Arsene Wenger, when he was when he was doing punditry during 2018 Champions League final, he was so much in awe of away atmosphere because we were playing in Madrid. So he was so much in awe. Our anthem is so good. I love it. So it all starts from here, and the nerves you can feel in the opposing fans, and it riles up one challenge or one idiotic act. Like
one
I
challenge.
might be
Yeah,
being bit.
exactly.
Mm, like the overreaction showed by Arsene Wenger, the tired that particular match changed at that very moment. Before that, Arsenal was
Yeah,
really
no, no,
good,
no,
but
it
uh,
definitely
uh,
did.
Anfield, Anfield said,
No,
now
no, it
hold
definitely
that,
did.
now
It
hold
definitely did.
that. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So
No, no,
Anfield is a
I
mythical
absolutely agree
place,
with
and
you on the fact that, yeah, no, it is definitely a
but
mythical place, and it
coming
definitely,
towards your answer, yeah, coming towards your answer. Sorry to interrupt. Very to interrupt. Coming towards your answer, that can Michael Arteta break the Anfield curse? I think I would be predicting in the coming segments as well. I think he has got tools. He has got the tactics right, and even if we have faced this Arsenal side in our last season, I would have been more, you can say, more confident, because the thing with Arsenal is they keep pinning you back. There is not single minute of a breath, taking a breath. They suffocate you from minute 1 to minute 90. But in our last season, we used to sustain pressure for even one full half. In our Champions League run against our Villarreal, against Inter Milan, we were lagging at halftime at Anfield. But we used to sustain pressure, get out of that rut, and then impose ourselves. we are too fragile at that point. So calling all those tactical points and our mental fragility. If you recall the reverse fixture, the second goal we considered in and around that halfway mark, which Arsenal scored, that was a criminal timing and criminal way to concede the goal. It was so poor game management, Jurgen Klopp side. So it has been happening regular side. So I think Arteta is coming with right proof, right mentality, and on the right time to face this Liverpool side. So I think Arteta can break the Anfield curse in terms of not avoid, if not winning the game, he can avoid the defeat. I can see it happening.
Yeah, yeah. Talking about, we talked about the, there were like three key things that, as an Arsenal fan, that I see the major battles in. One, we talked about like Zinchenko versus Salah and Zinchenko's importance. The second we talked about was, Martinelli versus Trent Alexander-Arnold. And third for me is Rob Holding in defense. So, do you think that Klopp, Liverpool, and Liverpool players will be targeting that area, that side, seeing that even though Rob Holding has had a decent performances against Crystal Palace and Leeds, but this is Anfield away again. Like we know what happened last time. Rob Holding performed against an away side that was like Spurs, where he, the emotions against, again we are talking about the emotion as usual. Like if you have seen Arsenal this season, we are a very emotional side. We have a very emotional manager, right? Because we
Yeah,
haven't been here before, right? We haven't been here before, and that's why those emotions come out of the players, come out of the manager, come out of the fans, right? And that gets to the players as well. Someone like Rob Holding, previous year has scarred the fans. So, like, uh, if you saw Arteta's press conference, the post pre-match press conference, so the first thing he was asked was, "Do what are the injury news?" Right? So he was like the ultimate poker manager that he is. Arteta was like
yeah,
smiling very coy and saying, "There is this one player that is about to come back from injury." And yesterday, Arsenal put out a inside training video, and that one player wasn't there. That was supposed to be in training, right? Because we were looking into that, and but
yeah.
I think uh, you have to leave for some important work. So I'll let you go,
Yeah,
but
yeah. I have to
let's,
break my fast. Yeah, yeah.
yeah, yeah. So I'll let you go, but to end your, thank you for being here. But before you go, I want a prediction from your side. So what's the prediction of this match going to be?
Yeah, yeah. I will shortly put out my lineup, my favorable lineup to start with. Alisson in
Yeah.
goal, Trent at right back, Konate and VVD, Virgil van Dijk in centre back pairing, Robertson at left back. Then I have mentioned out why Elliot would be important against Zinchenko. So Elliot at right-handed side of center midfield. Then Fabinho at number six, base of midfield, and Henderson, as he was used against Manchester United, to good effect on the left side of midfield because Thiago even is back in training, but considering he was out for 2 months, he won't be rushed back. He won't match fit, so left side would be occupied by Henderson. Then up front would be the three Darwin Nunes in the center. Of course, he drifts from left to center. More importantly, Gakpo from the left and Mo Salah from the right. That would be my favorable app. And it won't be surprise if Diogo Jota starts because he has a good knack of scoring goals against Arsenal. So I won't be surprised
Hmm.
if Diogo Jota is involved. But I think it will be 4-3-3 with Darwin Nunes, Mo Salah, and Gakpo. Regarding the
Hmm.
predictions, I hate to say it, I have done in my own show as well. I have predicted Arsenal to win the match by 2-1, and
Okay,
Saka to
so there
score
it
the
is. Saka to score the winner. I think Ahmed has
Saka to win the
going with an
Premier
us.
League. In other words, Saka to win the Premier League at Anfield. And at that
Yeah.
moment, I might switch off my laptop to because it.
But
Yes, don't get me wrong that I am being flip flop of a fan because it would
yeah,
hurt so much because a title like league leader is coming to your ground and they are like they would have
yeah.
certain one hand on the Premier League trophy if they win it, and of course they will break the Anfield curse. So from my side, Arsenal to Liverpool one, Saka to score one of the two goals. I think it would be the
Goals.
second goal.
Yeah. Well, thank you for your all the time and thank you for being on the channel. Very much appreciated. Tell all of my followers where they can find you and yeah.
Yeah. If you can, viewers, if you can watch our screen, which you are doing, uh, um, Ahmad is my name, and my channel name is Twinspal Daily at the rate of Twinspal Daily on the YouTube, on the Twitter. And if you wanna see me on Twitter, my own ID that is Ahmad underscore Park underscore. So for all the Liverpool stuff, and even I do cover Champions League, other leagues as well. So you all are welcome to hit me with your thoughts if you have any disagreements regarding the Arsenal side of things, or even if you support Liverpool, you are more than welcome to follow, like, and interact with me. And Gupta, so nice of you for having me, and it has been a wonderful chat. Viewers in the chat, keep the sport up, and yeah, that's it.
Okay. Have a good day and let's see what happens this weekend, right? Have a great day, mate.
Yeah, have a good Saturday and have a bad Sunday, Gupta.
Okay. See you, mate.
Goodbye,
See you soon,
goodbye.
mate. Take care. Well, that was Ahmed from Twins Ball Daily. So, guys, make sure to follow him at Twins Ball Daily. But talking about the match, right? As we were talking, let's see a bit of the form and head to head. So first we look at the head to head comparison. Liverpool have total 25 wins. We have played 61 games, out of which Liverpool have won 25. We have 17. At home, they have won 16 times. We have won 11 times. They have won 9 times away, and we have won 6 times away. And in total, we have 19 wins, 19 draws. If you see the recent meetings, recently, as you know, Arsenal beat Liverpool 3-2 at home. Uh, then before that, Liverpool beat Arsenal at home 2-0, 2-0. Before that was 4-0. Before that was 3-0. Before that it was 3-1. And if we see the form guide, you can see the difference between both the teams and the difference like between the league leaders, Arsenal that have won all the 5 matches, and Liverpool. I think they are eighth right now. So yeah, they are at eight. So you can see the difference. They have 2 wins, 2 losses, and 1 draw. So you can see like if you see the league position as well, Liverpool at home, right now, Liverpool at home have won. Uh, I guess they have the most wins at home. So they are like, I guess, third in the league when it comes to the home form. But Arsenal are on top when it comes to away form. So this is going to be a gigantic game for both of these clubs. This is a massive games in terms of the league, the title, because this match means a lot, right? And this is as I was talking, he talked about his lineup predictions. I'll talk about the Arsenal lineup predictions right now. Ramsdale in goal. I would like to see Ben White at right back. If Saliba is not injured and is back in training, obviously I will have Saliba play some minutes, and then we can bring in Rob Holding as a substitute in the 56 minutes, approximately that minute, so that we can keep Saliba fit for the future games as well. And then Gabriel Magalhaes at left center back with Zinchenko left back. In the midfield, we'll have Thomas Partey, Granit Xhaka, with Martin Odegaard playing in front of them. At the wings, we'll have Bukayo Saka at the right wing, Gabriel Martinelli at the left wing. But the major confrontation comes between, you know, uh, Gabriel Jesus or Trossard. Who starts in the position? Like, it's between, like, we have these four players that are in form right now, like Saka, Jesus, Trossard, Martinelli. So it's basically between Jesus, Trossard, and Martinelli. Who among these three are the two players that are going to start? So for me, as an Arsenal fan, in my opinion, I think it will be Martinelli on the left wing and Jesus on the striker, because Jesus is one of the Premier League's top most pressers. So if you see the stats in depth, in detail, is one of the most best pressers in the Premier League. He scored a brace against Leeds, so he is in form right now. His confidence is up. So I will play Gabriel Jesus in the at striker. I know it's Trossard has scored a hat trick at Anfield with three goals with left foot. So it's a tough thing to make Trossard sit on the bench, because he's been really phenomenal. He won the Player of the Month award for Arsenal, and Arsenal fans voted for it for the month of, I think it was February, yeah, February or March. He won the Player of the Month award for Arsenal. So there is that as well. So it will be really tough to sit Trossard on the bench, but it is what it is. And I hope Saliba is back, because Arteta was being coy with it and being very trying to hold cards to his chest and saying that Arteta saying that Saliba might be back, giving an indication to all of the fans that he might be back in training, and we'll see he will have a late test. So that's the latest Saliba injury update that I have, that Saliba will be having a late fitness test to see that if his back is okay to compete and to start this match. And hopefully he does. And later on, we got five subs. So if for the first 15-20 minutes, we'll see if Saliba can play the match, and then we'll bring on Rob Holding if Saliba is unable to continue. So that will be the lineup predictions for me. And talking about the score predictions, it is Anfield away. And as I have the as you can see, the title of this live stream is, can Arteta end the Anfield curse? For me, the answer is yes. Arteta can end the Anfield away curse. This is the time. This is the moment. This is the moment for Arsenal to end that voodoo. Even there was this one comment that was made, that there is a beginning and ending, right? Enough is enough. The end of Anfield voodoo must come to an end. And he's saying 2-0 to the Arsenal, right? And I agree with him, right? Like, some this season we went to the Stamford Bridge and did our bad form. We also went to some of other stadiums where we haven't been that good. Like, we are the number one away team, right? We have the most points like, we haven't conceded that many goals away from home. And that, like, we are conceding more goals at home at the Emirates than we are conceding at Emirates Stadium. So that is another thing that we have to keep in mind, that away from home, our record, our clean sheets have been very and our defending has been very good. So another aspect that we have to be wary of and keep it in our mind. We talked about the three keys of the game. First was Zinchenko versus Salah, and how Liverpool will, uh, try and face about Sinchenko. How, Gabriel Martinelli versus Trent Alexander-Arnold goes. That's second point. And the third takeaway is how Rob Holding, if he starts, performs against Liverpool at Anfield away. So these are the three key takeaways from this match, are three crucial points that in the midfield area. The midfield battle will be one of the keys for this match. So if Arsenal are like, and Arteta is like upon the players, and the players turn up and be like, we are going to have the passing initially for that 10-15 minutes, right? The stadium Anfield is such emotional stadium, right? So we have to go in early, get that early goal, and silence the crowd for the 10-15 minutes and have that passing going on, so that you know we can go ahead. And like, this is the time to prove it. This is the time to end the Anfield curse, right? Because if we have to win the title, the Premier League title, the league, this is how we do it. This is the moment. This is everything, in my opinion. If we win at Anfield away, or even if we draw, I won't take a draw, because I want to win this match. This is the most important match for the players, for the manager, the confidence, the focus, everything is upon this match for me. So that's my, prediction. And I have a strong concern that matches against Liverpool, City, and Chelsea will impact the title chances. And City is now in fulfillment. I mean, you are absolutely right, Brainiac, that these matches are the one that prove whether you become the league winner or not. Like, you have to win like 2 or 3 matches out of these 4 matches, right? Even if we lose against City, I don't think that will have an effect as much as losing at Anfield away, right? Or at Newcastle away. So these 2-3 matches are really important, and we have to make a statement. This is the time to prove it for Arteta, for the players. So I think, go ahead, just forget whatever has happened in the past, because this is a new team. We are, the mental character, the passion we have shown, the resilience we have shown, the grit we have shown, the defensive side we have shown, like, that has to be shown here, right? This Liverpool right now are in a very bad shape and form in terms of, cohesion. There is a lack of cohesion in the team. If you see the midfield, if you see the defense, as even Ahmad talked to it, he is very, in terms of, he's also saying that Arteta will end the Anfield curse, right? So I think that will be happening here. That we will be seeing. I'm very optimistic about it, because I want to see that happening. And if we have to win the title this season, we have to go to the Anfield away and then prove to everyone, prove to Manchester City, even if they have a momentum going on, right? So we have to prove to Manchester City that yes, we can go to Anfield away and win this match, right? So this is what it is all about. This is everything, in my opinion. So my score prediction is 2-1 to the Arsenal. I think Gabriel Jesus will get one goal, right? And the other goal could be either Martinelli or Saka. So that is my score prediction. Liverpool 1, Arsenal 2. So that's my score prediction. But uh, it's saying, but since Liverpool 7 will, all the matches have been away. This is their first, since they're so bit worried. No, absolutely, Pranav. Like, we all as an Arsenal fans should be worried about Anfield visit, right? Because of our previous history, right? And even like his prediction right now is 1-1 today. Yeah, Like it's not, I'm not saying that draw doesn't gives us that momentum, but in terms of, as you said, title charge, right? The title chance, if you have to go into that and prove to Manchester City that yes, we are the ones that are in charge of this, title, and we will be the ones that are having this momentum. Nothing aside from a win at Anfield comes to close to that, right? Because it's been a long time since we have won there. So this is it. And even though your prediction is 1-1, that is okay. But yeah, like if you see the home form for Liverpool at Anfield, right? They have won. They are like third in the table of having won home games, right? But if you see our away record, we are first. So it is a very a very interesting match. This match is important for both of the teams, right? So I think this will be a very a Premier League classic match, as you say. This could be a high-scoring game, or this could be a very close, competitive match that will, go till the 70, 75 minutes, and whoever comes from the bench can have a major impact in this game. So maybe look out at Emil Smith Rowe, Reese Nelson, Fabio Vieira. So guys like this, Leandro Trossard. So these are the guys that you have to, keep a close eye out for and making that impact from the bench. As Arteta has said, even they are not substitutes anymore. We will be calling them impactors. So let's see how much impact these impactors does from the bench. So I think that will be another crucial thing from this game. Hopefully, Arsenal win this game, and yeah, this was a fun live stream talking about the Anfield away game, and hopefully Arsenal come out from this match and win the match. And the last memorable win is 2012-13 season. Yes, exactly when Podolski and Kozula was saying. Yeah, and yeah, exactly. I think I hope the same thing is happening and we win with a clean sheet intact, because the goal difference will be a major key coming into the end of the season. So we have to get as many clean sheets as possible. So again, hoping for the best and hoping for the, even you should go and vote. And as I can see, there has been 6 votes so far into the poll, and like Arsenal is winning 67%. So that should tell us all that, like, major of you guys are like predicting an Arsenal win. So that makes me super happy and super optimistic about the game. But yeah, let's see. We will be doing a post match review. So make sure to come on Monday or Tuesday. I guess it will be around the same time, 5 or 6 p.m. around that time. So we will be doing a post match review, talking about how the game went and all that stuff. So make sure to join me. So drop a like, subscribe to the channel. The links will be here. Like and subscribe. So, and thank you for joining me in today's live stream talking about this preview. The emotions are running high. The that pre-match thing is starting to flare up now. It is starting to get nervous, but hopefully the right result is coming for us. Uh, if you guys enjoy my videos, make sure to watch my other videos as well that I have on my channel. The chants, the celebration videos, the shorts. So make sure to go and watch those as well. And yeah, I love you guys can find me on Twitter at DushyanthAFC, uh, at Dushyant.afc. You guys can find me on Twitter. So there you we can always discuss things on there as well. So give me a follow on Twitter. As I always said, like and subscribe to the channel. And I'll see you guys in the next live stream. That will be the post match review of the Liverpool versus Arsenal match, whatever the result may be. So I hope you guys have a great weekend ahead. Stay safe and have a great night.